Okay, well, last year we came and had a look at Twinwood, and we said that really you should drop everything you were doing for August Bank Holiday and come to this event. So here we are, seeing whether or not any extra people turned up. And I must admit, it's looking packed. Maybe that's something to do with slightly better weather this year. I don't know. Maybe just everyone just got the message. There's lots of dances, bands, stalls, competitions. I think there might even be some best dressed stuff going on. We'll have a bit of a look around, see if we can have a chat to some of the stall holders, maybe some of the teachers and a few of the acts, whether if they'll let us whilst they're scurrying between the stage and the beer tent. So hopefully we'll see if we can find out what it's like and coax you along to next year's. Kevin and Vivian.
Yeah.
Now, you've been telling me this is your first day at Twinwood
That's
ever.
right, yeah.
Come on then, out of 10?
10 definitely.
Well, yeah,
That's good.
It's huge. It's
I mean,
biggest thing we've seen, isn't it?
pretty much, yeah. There's,
Fantastic.
just
Music, great music.
Yeah.
It is lovely.
Stalls are really good as well.
So are you going to be doing any shopping here, do you think?
Shoes, hats, that kind of thing. It's actually good for getting ideas as well.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know, when you get to see a range of like 40s, 50s.
And how everyone else is putting it all together
yeah,
as well. It's
yeah.
always, I like the way someone's done that.
Yeah, it's really good.
They make a massive effort, don't they? They do. Every one of the 40s, a lot of the 40s things that we go to.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're specifically looking at the 40s, are you?
We do modern jive mainly. A little bit of Lindy Hop and a bit of Charleston.
Yeah, and we do the strolls and things.
So you're going to be dancing till the early hours, aren't you?
Well, hopefully, yeah. I know the Jive Aces are on later.
Ah.
So, there's a lot of things we can dance to.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Do have a lovely time.
Hello, I'm here with Shona, founder of Heyday. How are you enjoying Twinwood so far?
Oh, I'm loving it. This has actually got to be the best Twinwood we've ever had, I think, in terms of they've put on more entertainment, they've got the Colonial Club happening, they've got all wonderful, wonderful performers. So I think they're doing a really, really good job, and yeah, it's the best one ever.
Yes, no, we've heard that loads of people are saying, the Colonial Club's the best.
Yeah, I suppose it's impressed a few people because they've had some big names in there, and it's so beautiful, but I mean, that's not the best.
Yeah.
The best is actually up in the hangar.
Okay.
Late at night is the best dancing ever.
So are you dancing it yourself?
Yes, I'm a dancer myself. That's how I got into the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to make my own outfits, and then I kind of realised that no one else everyone was struggling to get their outfits, and I realised, hang on.
Yes.
The very first items I was making for myself, I was only 14, and I did rock and roll in New Zealand with my mum. We couldn't get 50s stuff. We didn't know where to go. I don't think there's any second-hand shops. But my mum is actually quite a lot older. She had me when she was 41. So all her patterns were the right era.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I learnt to sew on. Got started on my mum's old patterns and working out how to make a petticoat so it would fly properly and all that kind of thing. So that's where I kind of got started on the vintage stuff for myself. And then the first things I ever produced here for the business, well, I started with trousers actually, which is still my #1 staple. And I used to do lots of knickers, but when I met what Katie did, I kind of stopped that because she was doing some more.
Yeah.
And
you
also,
say that trousers are the biggest seller. What other things are particularly popular?
Well, I think what's also popular is my Mary dress, which is it's late 1930s, so it would have been a wartime dress.
Yes.
And it seems to suit most bodies. A lot of performers are wearing it. Kitten von Mew had it on just last night, and she had embroidered hers, so she decorated it.
Okay.
And Madeline Brown, another singer, on yesterday, I had decorated it for her with big sort of bling that I had, sequined numbers. And so it's easy kind of dress up, dress down. And I love it when people customise because it's all about being yourself, really. So, yeah, that's got to be my #1 staple. I'm wearing the Fleur dress, which Fleur de Goer and I put together, and that's a good one for daytime.
Are you going to be at any other festivals sort of throughout the rest of the year?
The rest of this year, the next one for me is Hemsby, which is Great Yarmouth.
Yeah.
So it's a more rocking event.
If people would like to find out more about Heyday, how can they find you or get in touch?
Okay, best place is Heyday Vintage Style. So www.heydayvintagesstyle.com, and that's the best place to find us. You can also find me on Facebook, which is just Heyday, And on Twitter, I'm Heyday VS. VS for being vintage style.
So thank you very much for speaking to us.
Well,
and
thank
I'm
you.
sure we'll see you at another event sometime soon.
Marvellous.
Managed to waylay Ian of the Jive Aces. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
That was a lovely set, I must say.
Thank you. We like getting up there and just playing for ages, but it's quite good. It's quite concise now.
Yeah. So obviously you have such a large name within kind of like the vintage dance set. So how long have you guys actually been doing this?
We've been in the same lineup for about 15, 16 years.
Wow.
And me, the bass player, the sax player, and the drummer sort of started off as soon as we left school. We sort of, not long after that, we started a band, and so we've been playing sort of since then, really. And we do actually, oddly enough, we don't do a lot of the gigs you can do and rate loads of money for loads of corporate gigs, and we hardly ever do them. We don't do many.
Yeah.
We do mainly gigs for this sort of thing and for the scene, and as much as we can.
Well, you must get much better feedback from an audience like this.
Cool. We try and do what's fun, really.
Yeah.
Because then we're having fun, the audience has fun, and that's what we're trying to do, really.
Yes. And I heard you say you've got a new album out?
Well, there's an album out already, and then there's a new album coming out in October.
Right.
Which is like a salute to Louis Prima and Katie Smith, and it's got a lot of different guests on it, including Louis Prima's daughter.
And what's that entitled?
It's called King of the Swingers.
King of the Swinger, of course. Right. Thank you very much, Ian. That was brilliant.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, it's 7 o'clock now, so we're going to put all the camera equipment away so we can get back to one of the 10 venues because there is a lot of dancing going on later. We've had a brilliant day. They put so much entertainment on, even more than last year, and we've got some really good interviews. Kieran interviewed Ian from the Jive Aces, and I had a lovely chat with Shona, who started Heyday Vintage Style. As we said last year, this is a must for anyone's August bank holiday weekend. It's a shame we only came for one day because there was so much on over the past few days, and we're just looking forward to next year. This is Sadie Doherty for the Vintage News.